Greetings, gamers, simulators, friends. Welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. I wanted to share... I haven't stopped playing. Let's not pretend. We got a gang, a staff now. We'll talk about the staff. You know, we're just open now because we need to make money. This game has a little bit of grind to it if you actually want to reach those upper echelons now. As you can see, I'm working on it, right? Anyway, welcome back. I wanted to bring you guys back into the fold because I just did this. As you can tell, this was my store. You know, I did the walls, I did the floor, I did all this, and it was grand. I hate this thing. I hate it so much. Don't buy this. If you're playing this game, don't buy it. Buy anything else. Like, buy 2 of these and stack them back to back. Don't buy this stupid thing. Anyway, once you got it, though, it's just like life. Point is, finally saved up for the next expansion, and it did this. You know, it did ugly yellow walls to match my... This is a different purple. I selected a different purple, and I've had to make a lot of money. I'm a lot of product. Anyway, we're going to play the game, because that's what I do. But as soon as we finish doing a thing... Anyway, first thing we do of the day is stocking, as always. The magic number for how many we try to keep on hand is 24. The restockers never, ever, ever, you know, like meet demand, but we're going to cover that in a second because that's a part of the experience. Nonetheless, welcome back. Welcome back to Cloud 9. I hope you enjoyed the place. We're not going to stop playing. I kind of made that soft commitment to myself. I was like... You know, you kind of got it now, right? You're just gonna have to keep doing this and unlocking new products, and then like expanding the store. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I was like, oh, word, we're gonna 100% this bad boy. So I don't know if we can 100% it. You know, like I don't know if the game is currently structured in a way that you can get everything, just because early access games sometimes bug out or have like some weird, game stopping. But my point is, I'm not gonna stop until I've got everything. And I anticipate, as I rotate other games in my personal... I wondered how I was going to address that the first time it happens. We're just gonna continue my thought. The point is, I'm going to try and 100% it. The current goal is obviously all the product licenses. I'm at a store level high enough that I can buy a ton of them, but I certainly can't afford them because the monetary costs get astronomical. So that's the grind part, is that you do just have to run a lot of days in the store. Just kind of developing a flow, and that's why, just open the store, because you got to get the money flowing if you want to get anywhere. If you don't care, like if you're just like playing it to simulate it, like if you're doing it casual styles, and yeah, it's like whatever, but I'm, of course, rushing, because that's what I do. I want to make it the most efficient, because I've even got plans for my second playthrough. What's wrong with my brain? The game doesn't have current compatibility for multiple saves. If you want to have a secondary save, you got to go into the folder and rename the file, which, like, I'm down to do. It's not like it's a scary concept for me, but, like, I don't want to go through that to switch games, so I think my current goal is to kind of 100% this. Do I have anybody waiting for help? I do. Got the 2 checkouts now. Sometimes I accidentally pick up the wrong one. But it is what it is. When you have the 2 of them, they don't really seem to... Bam, bam. It was my favorite part of the game. Things had to get a little dystopian, like the police state had to happen, because... I was having some trouble identifying the suspicious behavior within the game. I forgot to turn the music on. Oh, God. After such a great start. I just wanted to play again, and I bought that expansion, and I was mad. Y'all guys can imagine the moment. Because I was trying to identify if it was going to expand the store, like, back there somewhere. Like, look at how I was setting it up, man. I was, like, had all these boxes, and I was like, sweet. Going to expand it. I had the retail, and then, like, I started thinking. I remembered seeing a clip online from the developer of what the game looks like when it's fully expanded, the full store. That's Bam Bam. I remembered that, there was a little... Anyway, I was like, I don't know what order it is. Who knows? Maybe it's going to screw me. Maybe it's not going to screw me. It screwed me. So now it's in the completely wrong place that I was anticipating the expansion to be. And, you know, the kind of softcore, because now you get real married to the plans. You know, before the money was kind of maybe not flowing, but like you were able to keep up with your with the growth options. You know, it was like, yeah, do the thing, it's gonna be great. But now we have like I'm so far behind what I can buy product wise. I mean, I'm not super far behind, but it's happening, and as a result, I get married to a plan. I'm just like, sweet. I was gonna get books. I want to get books. I also messed up the books, man. You guys missed it. The next product license is books. I was gonna turn this big useless thing here into a. Oh, somebody needs help, and I'm not paying attention. It's fine. I don't know where I am on camera. Oh, I'm in the supermarket simulator position. Good job, me. Thank you. You're welcome, me. Nope. Double meeped. There we go, and then. We're going to have a bad day today. The numbers are going to be bad because what I've been doing is this instead of following my staff around and paying them to work faster, which is the only way to make them work. I have some thoughts on that too, but we can cover that after we get past the Restocalypse. The Restocalypse is the most important part of the day because it's, you know, keeps the whole system flowing money-wise. I love every time it happens because it enjoys me. I enjoy it so much. You can hire somebody. So I hired, you know, one of them January 6 folks. His name is Bam Bam. It works real cheap, and you know, basically, anytime the cameras pick up someone being naughty, he comes and takes care of it for me, which is glorious. Am I broke? Is it after hours? Oh, I'm broke. Wow. Imagine that being a stumbling block right now. It's Super Bowl Sunday, you know, so we're man, you guys. Yeah, see, Restocalypse. This is like phase 1 Restocalypse. It's about to get so much work. Get to work. God. You know, they suck, right? They're not good enough, but they could work better just within the confines of the current system if they rework the way the boost works. You know, like the boost just needs to be on. Even if it just costs like more money, even if you know, like you should just be able to like hit them and they just be boosted and they just eat, you know, $3 every couple seconds or something like that, even if it like ramps up or ramps down because they're like tired or something. Because the way it is right now, you know, I imagine if I worked a little bit slower, if I wasn't as much of a lunatic about it. I turn the lights on in here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's just darker in there. It's hard because it's like you need. If you could install some lights outside, I would appreciate that too because it does get a little insane. You gotta like wash the windows in the dark, you know, but also like all your boxes, that stuff happens in the dark. And if you want to help out, which is really what you have to do, we finally happened. The checkouts are full. Ugh, I haven't had a checkouts are full moment in like so many days, and you're gonna see what day we're on right now and kind of get through. But yeah, here we are. Checkouts are full. Unfortunately, well, that's why we bought the new expansion because the thinking was expansion back here. Build the checkouts, but now... you know, and then he picks up whatever and he puts it back for you. Because when I was doing it myself, right, like, so the cameras mark people. You can watch them. They do a goofy little animation when they're being suspicious that I wasn't paying too much attention to when it was just Molecule Men. And if the camera's on them when they do that, then, you know, they get that little icon over their head that's like, this person's being suspicious, and you can club them for free. Yeah, they can't find products, and the people are the worst. It's become, you know, it's just running a store now. There's a lot of actual management going involved in running a store of this size and keeping the profit margins up. You learn a lot about who you would be if you had even a modicum of power once you start playing this game past a certain level. So... Alright, it's closed now, and I've done the stock. The stock is really the key thing you gotta do. And I was thinking, number one, it can be cold. It can all be cold over here. There's some dirt on the ground. Well, number one, we need a light, so let's go ahead and order some lights. I started building, you know, like a stash back there for, you know, because the warehouse is of no use for your storage. The only thing it's useful for is those jokers who are terrible at their jobs. And for some reason, the bills are cheaper some days. I have not figured out, you know, like I started paying attention to the bill numbers, and yeah, sometimes if you pay them early, it's cheaper. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I need to add some lights to the current shipping current thing. Let's go 2 lights over there. You know, my cash flow is pretty good now, so I can basically buy whatever I want. As long as I follow, you know, the formula I've run. These guys I can just like boost pretty much constantly, because otherwise, you know, you make less money letting them walk around than you do pumping them full of maybe 30, 40 bucks every time you see them. Because Molecule Man, you know what I mean? Like, whoever just checked out, this guy, the tuxedo over here, was 58 bucks. So that's a free, like, 100% boost on one of the restockers, which is very important when trying to actually accomplish things. But I was thinking that maybe if I could fit it all over here, and I don't know if I can, but we're going to see. Since it happened, we could make this like the cold zone, you know? Like why are there flies in? What's happening in my life now? I was gonna make it like a Frozone over here, and like, you know, since I already gotta recolor it, maybe not go just straight purple with the straight floors. But that kind of depends on how the silly things fit together. And can you do 3 on a wall? Nope. Yeah, see, this wall is weird because there's like a straight, like, where's the actual wall? Here. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Nope, it's not there. It's not there. It's like there, but then it's not there. You lose about, you know, like a fraction of the space on this front wall. It doesn't look like it, but it's right about there on the wood where you can actually put stuff in. I wanted to see if there was any way I could get 3 of them on one wall, even if I just had to like cheat and kind of clip one into the wall a little bit. That looks pretty good. Those are pretty good spacing. Right, this one's playing ball. Come on. Isn't this fun? This is what I do. I do this a lot. This is my personal free time. Learning what kind of person I am. Sweet. 3 on the wall. Like painstakingly, you know? Look at this. The Frozone begins. Alright, and now can I get a U on the wall? Because I didn't want, you know, as much as I thought about, I hate washing the window. Maybe not washing the windows, but I hate, yeah, Frozone is go. Because I could do whatever I want. I mean, I could put a bunch more products in. Maybe I did. You know what? Since I want to see, I'll start buying those low wall things. That's what I'll do. Look at that. Time to buy some low wall stuff. All right, I can do this part during the day. Are we done? I ain't heard no meeps in a minute. Day 232. Yeah, horrible day for customer satisfaction, but that's fine. Ooh, over 100 customers. I think that's literally the first time I've hit over 100 customers. But, you know, even all that time. So first thing, you know, like once the game is going, you gotta just juice these jokers. And like, open the store, don't open the store, it doesn't matter. The first hour, nothing happens. I usually hang out in the doorway, because that, you know, eventually they'll come through here, and you can get them. But sometimes they're very clever. You know, it becomes like a weird game of Pac-Man in my store. Sup, Bam Bam? Alright, where are you guys at? As you know, like when they're not boosted, they don't walk as fast, so then you gotta go track them down because they're just like hanging out back here. It's a whole big thing. But again, the game is like version 0.5 something or other. You know, like the developers are obviously being very realistic about the fact that it's not done. Even if I wanted to be more done, I would have made it more done. But I'm not making it. Someone else is. Now I want to make it, of course. Now I very much want to make a supermarket game, but I'm not going to do that. That's, you know, super changey to just rip off somebody else's idea. I imagine they're probably pretty furious about the way the trading card simulator game store situation has gone down. But What can you do? Nocta Games, the people who make this, are Turkish. I don't know how big the team is now because their posts originally said solo developer, but they've also developed a team. And all the songs, you know, I wasn't sure if they'd hired a music person or not. The songs are actually open source tracks on YouTube. Some of the very same tracks I was using beforehand, or at least some of them are in the same playlist that I was listening to because I was just listening to YouTube music one day on a rando, and I heard one of the supermarket, like one of the very supermarket, not the fun ones, but I think it was like this one or one of the ones that's like in a hotel or so, like sounds like the hotel lobby. And yeah, all right. So we got to work on the design of the Frozone, but it can happen. It's my favorite part of the game. So yeah, once they're marked, the security person, Bam Bam in my case, you know, just like executes with like flawless precision. Every once in a while, you'll start the game up and the cameras will be facing the wrong way. You know, I think that's a bug. He said the patch notes mentioned that being fixed directly, but but I still see it happening, or at least I've seen it in semi-recent history. I don't know how many patches ago they said they fixed it, but nonetheless. Yeah, I know. We're working in the Frozone over here. Okay, we gotta put this bad boy together. We're gonna change the wall color to something nice and pleasant. Oh my goodness, everybody's coming over to get cold stuff. Everybody loves the Frozone. I'm still not 100% sure what the correlation is between how many people come into, you know, like it obviously has something to do with the amount of products you actually have. But even that, like I bought the expansion. It makes me chuckle every time. Every single time I hear it. It is my favorite part. Yeah, we gotta get another checkout going. So what do you think is the best course of action? Move this dumb, useless thing. Well, we could move the coolers into the Frozone. And then we could put another one. I think that's the move until we buy the short stacks, is by the friend. Then we need, yeah, okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah, you're welcome. It tickles me pink. I love the game so much. It's just like it never stops in my brain. The thinking about it. I'm watching these videos now too. You know, I used to just chain watch my Minecraft videos back when I was playing that game, because of the kind of just the like I like the game that much and I like the videos that much anyway. Because you know the creators that I'm watching aren't playing this so much. I recognize this is kind of a pretty niche, you know, like video. Pretty. I don't know, the concept of somebody enjoying a video game is probably not super foreign to you. It just... I'm going through a lot of effort to play this game right now. I'm actually having a problem with my technology. My TV, the second source, is acting up, so now, you know, kind of because I've been jamming cables in and out of it for so long. I don't know, I gotta buy a bunch of new tech. Just make sure you like the video, make sure you like, and, you know, hit the sub button. We're up like 1140, yeah, maybe 1140 by the time this video goes live, which is just like amazing. It's dope. I'm thinking of doing something special, like maybe editing a video together or something like that. But you know, I still got a place to go. You know, like I don't know what who else you watch on YouTube and what their tech level is, but I aspire to be greater than this. So y'all get these numbers up so I can get this extra cash in my pocketbook, and then, you know, can do some sweet stuff. Did I get the fries? I did. All right, cool. We're done for the day at 6 o'clock. God, so many products. Well, we got to work on the fries. We got to work on the fries. But you see, you know, like all this work, and I'm still at like 2 G's now because I got to order so much product just to keep product on the shelf. Oh, look at my Joker's Ristocalypse! Get to work. Man. Alright, so that's happening. This appears to be the only game they're working on right now, which is good. You know, like I was worried that maybe they had like moved on to something else once this got kind of successful, like I did with Shelter. Oh, I bought some lights. But I also don't know if this is like, you know, like their prime source of income, you know, if they're like me and they work another like 9 to 5 most of the time and then just work on this when they can. I mean, I got to imagine with the amount of money this has made that maybe they don't have to work, you know what I mean? Like, Markiplier plays your game, the Game Grumps play your game, you're gonna see like a sales boost. So, right, the Restocalypse is so real. Like, it never ends now. It doesn't end until I say, I'm done playing the game, and then I just, like, sit out there and watch them stock for it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times you click them. They never get caught up. It's closed now. We're still making the store is still full of people. Let's try moving. We can't. There's people still shopping. People get real. They don't necessarily get... Oh, cousin, you need so much stuff, cousin. Oh, that's the thing. Hashtag Fantastic Four joke. Same actor. The bear. That's the guy. I don't know his name, but he's on the bear. He looks like that, sort of. Maybe not a ton. Anyway, the olive oil is too expensive for you purple flowers. I bet. Alright, let's move you over into the Frozone, because goodness gracious. I don't want to just like covering it. I guess that inch is this. It's just not demarked in any way, even though it should be. I don't know why they wouldn't, you know, but it's hard to make video games, I understand. You go over here next to the other dairy, right? I was expecting the water to be more... Oh my god, and now I have another window to wash. Great. Okay, 3 windows. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Reggie, how could you? You guys, hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Alright, and then... Yeah. I don't know what color I'm gonna buy everything. The green shelves are working out pretty well. But I was thinking the coolers should be a different color, especially now that I'm like kind of constructing the Frozone. Like maybe this whole... As this expansion grows, because I assume the next expansion is going to knock out this wall, then maybe I'll keep it separated from all this, and you can just like walk in and just be like, ah, the Frozone. I think that's what I'll do, and then the rest of the store can be what the rest of the store is. I wanted to do the Book Nook, but unfortunately I bought the wrong product license and wound up with... What did I wind up with? Hold on, just let me clean up, right? It's nice without this, with the more room, I gotta admit. Okay, so we'll have to get 1, 2, 3. Also, a nice thing about the flooring, you know, like, I mean, the flooring is not great, you know, like your options, but it really helps you section off the store. Like, it helps you figure out how you want stuff to be placed and where you want it to be. I'm having a brain hurricane. I'm having a brain hurricane. Sorry, oh, I'm holding the trash. Okay, cool, great, guys. This Restocalypse, keep it right. And then we're just gonna do it again tomorrow, as they're still not caught up. But I don't know if you know how much of that you guys are gonna experience, because boy, the days are long. I don't realize how much time I burn playing this game personally. I frequently look up and it's just like, oh man, Sam, you've been playing this game for so long. But I've never really considered how much... Okay, products found expensive 3. I don't really do pricing that often because I've changed the way I handle pricing so that I don't have to. Yeah, we're consistently over 100. That's so nice. Alright, you're on red. Oh my god, Restocalypse. Yeah, alright, and then you're... Right, yeah, no, you got it. You got it. You got it. Come here. You got it. Come on, you got it. Where's another? There's fourth. Jenna! Oh, Jenna! Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna assume I got them. I got all of them. Alright, and the lights are not on because it's the wrong color. Purple. Pink. I was thinking taking some lights down, actually, because in some places it's like a little harsh. And I know I bought those extra lights, you know? But maybe you don't need to just like fully fill the space with lights in order to properly light it. I mean, I know that seems like a pretty rudimentary concept, but it's just like once you see all the lights, the lighting when it's stacked up on top of each other, it seems a little much. It seems like maybe there should be some spacing between it, but you also didn't have a lot of store to think about. Anyway, now the brain hurricane. Oh, I gotta restock. Brain hurricane executed. Right, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. Ugh. 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 You know what, it's not covering the windows anymore, and that's what I wanted. So, even if I have to buy a bunch of new things to fix the color coordination, yeah, that'll be next, is I'll move these into the Frozone, because these, you know, like, it'll be like the deep cold storage and the front cold storage, but bam, bam! All too easy. Alright, and that means we gotta protect the Frozone, don't we? We gotta protect the Frozone, and we gotta music the Frozone. And it's 11 o'clock, which means it is definitely time for you to do, right, like $1.64. Why? I don't know. Even these have started to do it. The price went up, well, I guess I got a bigger building now. I guess, I don't know. I really don't understand how those things are calculated. I mean, by all means, keep the mechanic in the game, but like no idea what the logic is, considering I also pay for staff, I also pay for, you know, all my products and everything. It's like, alright, well, is this power? Am I in control of this, or am I just getting charged a flat rate every day? It's Super Bowl Sunday, if I didn't mention that. Let's hold on. We gotta restock. We gotta do the restock because it's about to be bad if we don't. All right. So we did kind of late yesterday, but you can never get behind. You can never ever get behind, or you just have to wait. And I don't, like that's the biggest hang up for me is that you have to wait if you're not aggressive about it. If you're passive about your products, if you're passive about juicing the staffing, then you're like, the customers get hung up, the gameplay loop gets hung up, and you just have to sit there and watch because you don't have the money, or like, you do have the money, but you don't have the room or something because you're waiting for them to stock a shelf. That's like the big, but again, it's an early access game. I can't stress that enough. And boy, oh boy, like if the developers are watching this recording, I love it to death, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. If you need anybody to beta test or, like suggestions or whatever, hit me up. I'm on your Discord, but I don't actually talk to people on Discord because it's a lot. But if that's the best way to get on your good side, I will do it. Nonetheless, I'm going to keep playing it as long as they keep updating it, really, because the plan is to not only expand this store 100%, but then I'll archive off that save if they haven't already added the feature into the game, and then I was going to try it over because there are a lot of game functionalities that didn't exist when I started. The security stuff, and even some of the stuff, like restockers and whatnot. So I would want to see if there's like a more, maybe not minimalist, but a more, just like how more efficient can you do it? Can you do it with just like one whatever? And more importantly is that once I have a better understanding of what the store looks like when it's full, I'll have a plan. I don't know. Maybe I'll actually try and make the Cloud9 from the show, but I never really got a good idea of the geography of that store anyway. It seemed to jump around from season to season, which I'm sure it did, because that's how television is made, but I do wonder if the creators of the show had like a style guide or like an outline that actually said that these are where the departments of the store are. I imagine there's probably some guide online, like this kind of thing that fans would put together, outline pretty quickly where the stuff in the store actually is and where it isn't. They maybe even sold a book, Sometimes they sell those books in stores that are like the art or the set design or whatever from the movie or the show or whatever. Maybe somebody covered it because there was a Superstore was pretty popular when it was on. Well, maybe it didn't get popular until it was on streaming, which is probably why it died. But It's just it's one of those shows that's got, you know, a nice fanatical fan base that probably would have gone that extra mile. I mean, here I am making a fictional version of it in a video game that, you know, is based on a Turkish person's approximation of American of Americana supermarkets, but it's working out pretty well so far. So, if nothing else, I got something to play every Wednesday night. I honestly wish that oh, right, because I moved it over there now. Yeah. Have I done this in a couple days? I think so. And if I haven't, there's gonna be hell to pay. Oh, yeah, it was like more cleaning products. I got like that pink detergent. Yeah, the ADHD is strong with me. Sorry, guys. That pink detergent and a couple other cleaners. Here, let me help you all out. Right? I saw one of my staff. Look at the Restocalypse. Look at the Restocalypse. Look at the Restocalypse. I'm trying so hard to pay you. Trying so hard to give you this money. Jordan, Bird, Tracy, Jenna. Trying so hard to give you this money. So good. Get out of my store, whoever you were. Alright, that's 4 for 4. Of course, the Windows is nasty now. But I bet the dirt is on it. You know, because it's affecting my ability to work. I don't know, maybe they just want you to go slowly. Like, maybe you're just supposed to be slow. Maybe I'm the fool here for trying to do this like, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog would. But gotta go fast gamer. Maybe that's what I should do. I should come up with a supermarket game that's like turbocharged, turbo speed supermarket simulator. That was kind of the idea I had for Chef Game originally. It was going to be like a shooter where you had to like prepare the food really fast for enemies and then like shoot them with it. It was going to be like really anime and ridiculous where you're like jumping, you know, like hyper jumping off of buildings to like feed people, you know, and they're just like somebody on the roof would be like, I need a chicken salad sandwich, and like you'd have to like run around town and collect all the ingredients and then cook one and run up to the top of the building and like shoot them with the chicken salad sandwich gun. I'm not mentally stable. I recognize that whenever I hear the things I say. But I think it would have been a pretty fun game. Anyway, you know, I didn't have the resources. If you're wondering what happened to Chef Game and why I don't talk about it so much anymore, I don't have the resources to actually make it, which is very, very frustrating and very, very exhausting, but I'm working on it. Alright, so the genius was, come on, come on, come on. Stone Cold, right, they can't find stuff, team, they can't find stuff, team. Tom Holland lined up behind Stone Cold. Alright, fine. I ordered some stuff. Dink. Bing. Bing. Lord knows if I'll ever be able to find it in the Restocalypse, but there's a light, which is not such a high priority thing for me. Every time you order, you know, it like restacks this, which is kind of fun for a second, because then it all falls back over again, which is why it becomes a Restocalypse. Nope, that's more products. Oh, there was also an option. It's so bad. It's so bad. Is that it? That's potatoes. Dang it. One of the restocker options, I hit them whenever I see that they're blue. Whenever I see that they're blue, because that's when they like drop down to trot status, you know? I think yellow and red are the same level of effectiveness, but blue, they very clearly just, like, switch to chill mode. Anyway, there was an option on the restocker that didn't make any sense to me to be on this remove label. Throw the empty boxes on the floor in the trash. That's important, because I'm a slob. Yeah, but the remove label, they were just constantly shuffling the products around here. Once you turn that off, then they leave this stuff and they always put it back in the same place, which is essential if you want to help them, because that's the only way you're going to know where the stuff is. Anyway, I don't help them anymore because they're basically helpless, but I do still like the game, so we're all going to have to put up with each other together. Anyway, shout outs to you for watching. Flibbity flobbity floop.